Hi, my name is Marissa D. Dominicus, and I'm the co-founder and executive director of Earth Matter. We're here at the Compost Learning Center on Governor's Island. When we came here in 2009, we saw this as a great opportunity for education about what it could be to be a closed loop. There's 172 acres here on the island, and we could see that there's food scrap that are generated here, as well as the yard waste from the parkland. And so if we're able to make compost here and apply it here, then there's less of a carbon footprint from importing things like compost or other nutrients and trucking all the waste off of the island. You can create this closed loop by having people be aware that their food scrap is a resource.
Our collaboration with Grow NYC and the Department of Sanitation brings us 10 to 12,000 pounds of food scrap per week. And in addition to that, here on the island during the course of the 6-month public access season, we probably are taking in about 25 additional tons of material from the vendors, prep waste, unsold material at the end of the day, and all of the compostable serviceware that goes with that.
It's easy to recycle food scraps, it's easy to recycle yard waste, and we really promote using materials that were once alive. They can break down, including bioplastics. It's much better for us because that stuff will break down over time, and the petroleum-based will not. They will stay in the landfill for a really long time, and they will not be part of the composting process. So we really encourage people to look at the labels and try to get familiar with what can break down and use those products.
This is 1 week's worth of material for us. This came in on Monday. And today is Thursday. So 4 days old. You can still see food scrap in this. It's pretty noticeable. It is fresh, and today will be the day that we turn it. As the numbers of microbes explode, generating heat, they're also consuming oxygen in the process of consuming all of that food scrap. So by turning it, we're encouraging their population by adding more oxygen into it, keeping them happy, keeping the populations soaring.
Composting is important because it captures all of the waste, which is probably the worst thing we could ever be putting into a landfill. When anything goes into a landfill, its value is pretty much lost forever. So composting is magic.
Compost is like a sponge. It not only allows the nutrients to be slowly released into the soil, but it acts like a sponge because it allows nutrients to stay right where they're put. Volunteers are crucial because not only do they help us do the work, but they are part of the message. They are the people that go out in the world and spread the love of composting. It's really a miracle how you can put in your food scraps, you can see them decompose over a year, and then you can apply this black gold that was once a big piece of fruit or a squash or a tomato, and we really are excited about having everybody feel like they can do it too.
So this is the last stop that our compost makes. This is our screening pad. Our green machine here is our Sittler screener, where you can screen compost at a pretty steady rate. This compost will all go back on the grounds on Governor's Island.
Healthy soils need to be everywhere. It's not exclusively an agricultural sort of issue. Anywhere there's disturbed soil, you can be using compost to remediate it, to create a greater carbon sink to make it a more productive environment. Our site here is open year-round simply because people are eating year-round, creating waste year-round, and the biology continues to work year-round. We look at our layers and we look at our raincoats and we think, well, the bacteria and the fungi are out there. What's our excuse?